It's up. Finally got it up. Good morning, welcome back to another video. Get my teeth in properly. I'm Beachy, welcome back and happy new year 2025. We're back in the yard, lads are getting ready for a couple of days graft before the weekend. Is it good to be back? I don't know really. I've never left really. I've only had Christmas Day, Boxing Day off and New Year's Day off. But we're back to the graft where we belong. Wife's gone back to work and the kids go back to school next week, and we're all back to normality. And we held off doing the tree till the weekend coming, so yeah, lads are getting started and going off this morning. The first job of 2025 is Kemps, which you'll see more in the summer because we take a lot of green waste there to Kemps. There are Rydale Organics, Kemps we call them, and yeah, you'll see them a lot more in summertime really, when we draw green waste off, stuff like that. And we also do they dry chip. So this morning going into Kemps to get dry chipwood, dry G30 I think it's called. We're going to take that to JSV Vicaries. Then we're going to tip the dry and we're going to pick a load of G30 wet chip up, and we're going to take that back to Kemps, tip that, then we're going to pick the second load of dry chip up, take that back to Vicaries, tip that and pick a second load of wet up and take that back to Kemps, and then we'll call in. So that's the morning run. Everything's okay unit and trailer wise. Put some holes in the V8 sign and got that up this morning. No curtains, I'm just waiting for some new hooks to come with the smaller circle on to run along the runners. So they'll be here, hopefully Monday we'll get them put up. Helmet stayed up, steering wheel still feels good. So we're rocking and rolling. Just put card in, we've done our pre-checks. Wagon's not moved all last day and a half or whatever it is. As you saw 2024, the last video, I think the last video was just a short clip, pick it wife up and then us coming back, finishing off wash it wagon, got her finishing that off, washing it. She was absolutely black bright that end of it. So that's twice I've got her shoes dirty. She's not happy. So yeah, 2025, let's see what we can do in 2025. We're just letting card tick over a little bit. We're not far around corner from Kemps, so we'll let that tick over, let a bit of time go. It's only 6:25. Get round to Kemps because I don't think they open till 7, and we'll get loaded with a load of dry chip. Wow, it's freezing, absolutely freezing. 1 degree. Just got to Kemps. You can't really see how big Kemps is in the dark. Let me just see if I can show you this side. Okay, there's a pile of wood chip there, which is there, and these are drying floors. You can't actually see it, but as the day goes on, I'll do this load in dark, and then when I get back later on in the daylight, I'll be able to show you how big Kemp's is. We actually won't see the full size of it. You'll see that in videos in summer when we go around the back and tip the green waste around the back in a big shed. You can come, it's out of the shed, you can come the next day and you're backing right into the shed. They've got rid of it. So yeah, just can't really see, but here there's 2 drying floors that dries it all. I don't know how it works, I haven't seen how it works. So we're going to pick this up, waiting for the lad to come in. He's not in yet. The old guy was on the weighbridge, he comes in early, so he let me in, he's weighed me in. And yeah, we'll just sit, sort a bit of paperwork out and wait for him to come and load us. So we'll see when he gets here. He's just been round to see me. Actually, it's lighter than you think, but on camera it doesn't actually show you how light it is. You can't actually see the sheds. I thought you might be able to. So yeah, he's just been down as lad. He's not in till 8, so we've got half an hour or so to wait. So not too bothered. Back, oh my back. And I went in hot tub last night. I haven't been in hot tub for ages, and it does actually need topping up. So yeah, New Year's Eve we just chilled out. We had a bit of food, and New Year's Day we went for a walk on the beach at Scarborough. We're literally 11 miles from the beach. It was absolutely packed, absolutely packed. So but we had a little walk on the beach. We had a bag of chips, and then we went home, sorted out a few bits around the house. My wife's online shopping that she does on the side, and yeah, just chilled out, went in a hot tub, had a bit of what's it called, Bucks Fizz that we had for Christmas. So yeah, and then back to it. That's it now. 2 days in for 2025, 2 days off, and then back in, and that's it till maybe a holiday somewhere or whatever, a few days off, whatever we book. So yeah, pylon right in the middle of the actual place. Mental. So I can explain. If you come down there and you go down there and round the back, that building behind is where we tip all the green waste. That's where all that goes. Do quite a lot into here, green waste and stuff. So we'll have Trafford Park, Oldham, Rochdale. There's loads of places that we'll get into as the grass cutting season starts coming. And this is one of the places that we tip. We used to tip it just over there, but now we seem to take it right back. So yeah, so 8 o'clock he's going to load me. We're going to take a dry load to Vicaries, a wet load to here, and then a dry load to Vicaries, and then that'll be it till the next job or whatever we get. Then we could get a Vicaries up to Wilton, and then we could get we could go over to Seymour, Kirby, Misperton, wherever. We could end up loading out of Vicaries for one of the other plants, the nurseries that we feed chipwood into. So yeah, it'd be an interesting first day back. I'd just like to thank the followers that are following me, that subscribe to the channel. I'd like to thank the comments off the people wishing me Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, we'll just we'll get into it. 2025, let's see what we can put out there, the summer places that we go and the disasters that happen. Should be a good year, and let's all be nice to each other. So we're going to sit, we've got about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to sit and wait, and then hopefully a bit more daylight, be able to show you the pile where we tip it, and also be able to show you where we load it out of. And yeah, then we'll get over to Vicarage. We're literally 15-20 minutes from Vicarage, if that, so not too bad. Right, let's carry on waiting. Daylight, we're still sat here waiting. Been here for ages. I bet we've been here an hour. He hasn't come in yet, waiting to load me, but there's a bit of movement. One of Cockerell's is here, Tipper. I don't think it'll be my brother, because he does getting ciders and fridges, I think, as far as I know. So it won't be our kid. That's the pile where we tip it, and there the sheds there where it goes in for drying. So yeah, you tip it out and they just scoop it up and run it in there. So he'll take out of the driest one of them, put it onto me, then he'll move that into one, then I'll come back, dump one there, then he'll take the other side out, he'll put that on me, and then he'll put that in its place, and then we'll take it back. So we haven't got a bad morning if we can get going. Don't know, it doesn't take that long to load me. He's pretty fast at it. But yeah, daylight, blue sky, absolutely freezing, absolutely freezing. But yeah, that's built in the middle of the place where this place is. Tank. It runs all the way back down there, and then, like I was saying before, that building there, we tip. No, that building there. You run along here, all the way along other side of that mound, that shed, oval shed, and tip round back of there. Right, here he is. He's going to back me up, I think. He's going to back us up. See what he says, see if he comes up to me. He'll start loading me. He's put one bucket full on, scoops it up. Gets it scooped up. And then he'll pull out, get my arm out, and over the top, just put one in back, one in front. I don't think you actually get a full load. Put scales on just to see what we get. And then that's that. We're going to shut lid, shut window, because it's blowing into cab a little bit. And that's the last thing we want. We'll put wheel down. So yeah, we're finally getting loaded, 8:15. So I've been sat a bit, but it is literally up the road, it's not far. So yeah, we can, we're daylight now, so that's even better. Not worse than running it dark, especially where we go. Back roads and stuff like that, because one day you're on a concrete pad, then tomorrow we're in a landfill, or on a landfill. Newton Aycliffe's a bad one. We get daylight footage in there. That's a tough one, but it's not a bad tip, to be fair. Then next day you're in a woods chipping. Then next day, you know, you're over East Coast loading out of your waste, so or green waste, wherever you go. It's not too bad. So we'll let him crack on. let him get us loaded, get what he can on. He'll push that in, like I said, and we'll go get a wet load back and pick a dry load up. Find out, I can't quite remember where the dry load goes. Hopefully Alan's back at Vicarys. If not, John will be about. They'll tell us where to stick it. We'll get I'll show you a bit of it coming off again. I don't think I've shown it coming off for a while. Get a bit of footage from up top this year again. Doors moving absolutely brilliantly. All I'm having to do is slam on, the door goes right up to the top. So now I'm going to keep the runners as clean as I can. I've bought some telescopic ladders, or the missus bought me some telescopic ladders, so when I am empty I can go in, scrape it all out, and keep them runners, you know, nice and free. So it makes life a hell of a lot easier. But I said last year, anybody that's thinking about doing walking floors or got the opportunity to do walking floors, have a go at it. It's an easy job, it's a good job. You get everywhere, you do everything that moves can go on a walking floor. We can do pallets on a walking floor. We can still walk them to the back door, we can still walk them up. We've done hay, bales, straw, whatever it was. We've done that. Back, we've got Hexham to film again. We can do footage on again. There's so much stuff that we can put out this year. And we'll just keep on it. And we're going to try and get a few different angle shots of the cab. Did get one request of doing gear change, because this is a manual gearbox. So this is a 6-speed gearbox, 3 low and 3 high, reversing crawler. I've had it where it's a lot bigger gearboxes, but this isn't a bad gearbox, to be fair. But I'm going to do a bit of a video on that, I think. Do a full video on the trailer and unit, what we've got, what I've got, what I drive, how the trailer works, the storm straps. I would say we'd probably still be using them up until at least March, when it's windy. So he's cracking on. He's just going to put another bucket in. We'll keep our eye on scales, and then we'll get loaded and get out. Right, we're loaded. Just gonna go up Weybridge and go see him in office, get weighed, and we'll get going round to Vicarys, I think, and see what weight we've got on. There's not much on, to be fair, but we'll see. We'll go in and see what we've got. We're at Vicarys. See a bit better in daytime as well. So now I just need to find John or Alan or one of the lads. See where this one's tipping. Vicarys wagon's been parked there since Christmas Eve. They haven't got a driver for it as such. We sort of borrow it every now and again. So yeah, we'll see if we can see Alan or John or whoever, and they might be on a break actually. They've been in since 6, but I'm sure it's tipped round here. I'm sure it's tipped round here. We'll have a look. We'll get here. We'll get a quick 15-minute break while we sit. We'll go find somebody and then we'll get it tipped. Right, let's go tip this. Some gloves on. My new gloves. this out. Cool safety catch. Cut it all out without even moving. It'll come back here. But yeah, that would be moving at front. Oh, this is out. Look how dusty it is. Push a bit out at a time. Then the top bit will just go over all that, as you'll see in a second. Like that. Keeps going over and over. There you go. We're on chipping. Oh, I haven't put me to protect me back lights down. Just means we'll have to sweep it out at way. It's slippy this morning. Then we're loading that stuff there. But we'll have to go way off. Come back and push the door back up and way off, way back on, and then come down here. We'll back up down here, and then it can load us. So that's that. Get window shut because that dust is in the air, and that sun is absolutely blinding. So that's what we're on with. So we'll get this tipped, and then we'll get weighed off and stuff. So what happens? This is what happens when your door gets stuck. Might have freed itself now. Oh, it has done. I think. Yeah, it has. So the door got stuck. This is what 32 tons looks like. Might see it from back here. Coming out nicely now. All I've done is just walk the door back in a bit and it's freed itself. My boot is full of chipwood now from standing in it. Right. She's coming now, she's coming out. Here comes the door, look. Here comes the door. We'll go for that. Right, we're just going to weigh off in the little hut. Left sheet off, left wheels down, doors back up top. So I don't have to mess about. I know it's up there. And we're just going in and get weighed off. Right, we're not far off. Not far off Kemp's, but there is a car down here. They've not had a good start to the new year. It's in a bit of a ditch, and it must have happened this morning because when I passed it, I didn't have the camera on, but when I passed it, the indicators were still flashing. They've got out the got out the car, and obviously gone to hospital or gone home or whatever, been picked up. Told the recovery insurance for the recovery to come and get it. But yeah, this is what happens when you fly down roads, the untreated back roads,
this is what happens to you. Now, you know, these corners, you know, I'm slowing right down for these corners, and some sort of wet, you know, made the road a little bit more defrosted. But it's still white in places, and it, you know, it's freezing cold out there, so I don't know why we come round this corner. This corner is virtually a 90-degree bend. Have they picked it up? Oh, they've come for it. There was a car in that ditch there. That was fast. I so wanted to show that corner's horrendous, but they've already been and picked it up, dragged it out. Farmers maybe dragged it out or something. Absolutely gutted that car's been taken out. Never mind. Thought it'd have been a bit of entertainment for everybody. Yeah, we're 5 minutes from Kemp's, and then we'll take this and reload and take it back to Vicarage. Oh no, we found the car. Wrong corner. It's this corner. They're there. In a ditch. People keep stopping. It's that corner. Same corner, very similar corner. But I think that's the second couple that I've seen stop for it. To see if anybody's still in it and check. But it's been there hours now. Oh, the sun's really bad, isn't it? So yeah, it's on its side in a ditch. Not having a good start to the new year. And never mind, they'll soon come and get it out, won't they? So yeah, we're not far off Vicarage. Let's get there. So I just fired it off. So we loaded there this morning, parts there, and then on the other side where the chip was, putting that here. So that's just coming off here. I thought it was a lot more different chip, but it's not. It is the right stuff. So yeah, just and then move forward as it's coming off. Let it build up into this corner. Just shovel it up, and then we'll go get weighed off, come back in, and then we're gonna load out of that other bay, as far as I know, where this morning we loaded that stuff out of that bay. That stuff that was on the floor there has gone into here for drying. This stuff's dry, and we'll take that. I think that's the plan. So get back in cab because it's absolutely freezing. So yeah, that's the plan. Take this here, go way off, come back in, load out of floor 2, and just gonna drop forward a bit. Load out of bay 2 and take that back to Vicarage. God, it's so cold. And then we'll see what we're doing this afternoon, and we'll get cracked on tomorrow and then off. So yeah, it's coming off nicely as that. V8 sign still lit up and stood upright. We're happy about that. So get warm again. So we've just pulled out of Kemp's. There wasn't a second load, it wasn't ready. It wasn't dry enough for some reason. So that's that. So what we're going to do is run back up to Vicarage, get loaded with a Wilton, take that out to Wilton. We've been there many times. So we'll close this video with Kemp's to JSV. Bit of a late start, they didn't turn in early.
but that is taking dry out, putting wet chip back in, taking dry out, putting wet chip back in. So we've dropped a wet off to be dried, and that's that. So there wasn't one to come out. We take it for drying, and we take it for them to dry for themselves, and they'll use it. So we use their dryer, or Vickers use their dryer. Anyway, so the second load wasn't meant to be, wasn't meant to come out. So just a short one, first one of the new year. First day back, 2nd of January. Hope you all had a mint Christmas and a good New Year, and we'll get this one out, and then we'll get you, hopefully we'll get another one in next week, if not before, depending what we're doing tomorrow, and we'll see how we go. So if you like this video as well as the others, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Happy New Year, guys. Have a good one.